Hello students. In today's session, let us begin with the specific immunity which is acquired by an individual when the person exposed to varieties of pathogens. Based on the invasion of pathogen, the body gets prepared for the defense. So, like previous session, whatever we have studied under non-specific immunity or innate immunity, there it will have a general effect towards all the invading pathogens. But here in acquired immunity, based on the pathogen entering the body generates special kind of defense mechanisms in the form of either cellular attack or the attack made by the antibodies, which are protein components synthesized by the special types of WBCs. Before we learn the mechanism of specific or acquired immunity, let us learn our immune system or lymphoid system. Immune system comprises lymphoid organs and lymphocytes. These are mature differentiated cells. Now these lymphocytes are differentiated in lymphoid organs. Lymphoid organs are of two types: primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. Primary lymphoid organs are of two types. One is thymus. It is a small patch-like structure located just above the heart near the parathyroid gland. This thymus is functional during embryonic life and in the childhood. In adult phase, this thymus slowly degenerates. The second is the bone marrow. Hope you recall, last year you have learned animal tissues. In bones, the hollow part or the hollow bones have a marrow cavity. It is filled with the special areolar and adipose connective tissue, and this we call bone marrow. So these are the two primary lymphoid organs where WBCs differentiates and they are released. The WBCs differentiated in thymus are named as T lymphocytes, and WBCs differentiate in the bone marrow are called B lymphocytes. T stands for thymus, B stands for bone marrow. In secondary lymphoid organs, there are several regions in our body where the T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes are deposited to generate body defense. Secondary lymphoid organs, mainly the spleen. It is located near the duodenum. This spleen stores both T and B lymphocytes on a larger scale. There is a region called mucous tissue present in alimentary canal or respiratory passage or genital passage. In alimentary canal, the mucosal tissue present having the lymphocytes is known as GALT, gut associated lymphoid tissue, and wherever there is a mucosal lining, there also the tissues are present which contain these lymphocytes called as MALT, mucus associated lymphoid tissue. Spleen, GALT, MALT. Apart from that, lymph nodes which are distributed all over the body, they are also having these lymphocytes or lymphoid tissues. So primary organs to differentiate WBCs to generate a specific immunity, and wherever the pathogen's entry is suspected, in those regions the cells which are differentiated as T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes are deposited on larger scale. Specifically, B lymphocytes are continuously traveling along with the body fluids. We have two body fluids, lymph and the blood. So these B lymphocytes are present in the humor. Human means body fluid. Okay, before I go further, I'll just give an example. As yesterday's session, I told you that India is having biggest defensive force, which is worked as Army, Air and Naval unit. For the defense force, every year, 2 calls will be there where the candidates who are interested to join the defense force can apply. Now the age group is usually between 18 to 25. They require young blood so that they can train to protect our India. So usually when the candidates are scrutinized based on the age group, they are called either for the written test. Those who qualify written test, they will call for physical test. Those who qualify physical test, they have to undergo medical test. So like this, the screening will be there to choose the appropriate candidates. Now the candidates who are selected at every level, we call them as recruits. Now these recruits sent to the training centers. Varieties of training centers are available to train Naval, Air Force and the Army. In Belgaum, we have infantry unit who is training the recruits to join the Army force. We have commando units where the recruits are undergoing vigorous training to become a commando part. After taking training of almost 9 months, they will be getting the ranks on the passing out parade day. So based on the training center, they will have a flap on the shoulder. It is not to decorate the shoulder. It is the responsibility given to that trained soldier. Now recruit we call soldiers, and these soldiers are ready to work for India. Mainly the protection or any situation comes, they have to ready for the battle. Now after getting their ranks on the shoulders, they are posted to field areas where enemy's entry is suspected. So whatever training they have taken, they have to show there. This is the working pattern of defense force. If you consider our body as India, in our body, the candidates are WBCs who are screened to take training in the thymus and in the bone marrow. And after differentiation, it is a sort of training to show the defense mechanism against invading pathogens. So they will be getting their ranks after completion of the training. So the whole embryonic life, they are undergoing training. So the cells which are coming out from thymus are with the rank T lymphocytes, and the cells coming out from bone marrow are said to be B lymphocytes. Now, these two cells have given a specific training. If pathogen enters the body, it has to cross the skin or mucous membrane. It is first line defense. Then it has to cross the cellular defense. It is either by phagocytes or by killer cells. When they cross these two lines and still they enter the body, then it is very difficult, as if they are conquering the entire body. Then somebody is required to recognize these already invaded pathogens crossing two lines, and that is the duty of T lymphocytes. T lymphocytes recognizes that pathogen. Instead of pathogen, now I will call the word antigen. Antigen is an unknown component to our body. There are some known antigens. These are unknown antigens. First time body is experiencing their presence. So antigen is giving the challenge. Antigen is invaded component in the body which is dangerous to our body. So it is giving challenge. They see, I am here. I have already crossed two lines. Now I can conquer your body, and this challenge is accepted by the T lymphocytes which are present in the tissue area. T lymphocytes will clone. They produce large number of T lymphocytes. Hope you heard the clone. It is a simple cell division where all the cells are capable to recognize similar type of antigens. Out of these clones, some are called as helper T cells. Now these helper T cells will secrete an enzyme to stimulate B lymphocytes which are roaming in the body fluids. So helper T cells will send the information about that antigen who already invaded the body to the B lymphocytes who is traveling all over the body, saying that, see, this kind of antigen is entered, please be cautious, take precautions. After receiving the signal from helper T cells, even B lymphocytes will search for similar type of antigens, and if they found that antigen in the body fluid, then even they undergo cloning, even they produce large number of B lymphocytes. So the defense mechanism generated in the tissue is known as cell-mediated immunity. And now the defense mechanism about to generate in the body fluids to destroy the antigen which is already entered is humoral immunity. So acquired immunity is of two types, cell-mediated immunity and humoral immunity. With this, I will conclude today's session. In this session, I told you the lymphoid system comprises lymphoid organs and lymphocytes. Lymphoid organs are primary and secondary. Primary organs are thymus and bone marrow, where they differentiate WBCs as T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. These T and B lymphocytes are deposited in secondary lymphoid organs like spleen, GALT, MALT, Peyer's patch in the small intestine wall, and they are also present in the lymph nodes. The cells which are differentiated, I already told you, T lymphocytes generating cell-mediated immunity by recognizing the antigen invaded the body, and B lymphocytes are known for humoral immunity. Now what next? That I will cover in the next session. Thank you very much.